Hey, welcome to an episode of Chad's Beer Reviews. Got a pretty special beer tonight. Goose Island Bourbon County Brand Stout, the 2022 vintage. 14.3 ABV. So it was bottled on August 2nd. And as you can see, I'm going to be using the Spiegel Crystal Stout glass, which is part of the craft beer kit glass collection. There's a link to this in my Amazon influencer shop. Great Christmas gift for either yourself or the beer lover in your life. And only 24 days left till Christmas. All right, so let's not waste any time. Let's just dive right into this. All right, so the first thing I noticed is it's almost like kind of fudgy. It kind of smells like a small town fudge shop or something like that. Black licorice, definitely black licorice, kind of like you would get like in a Baltic porter, like a Russian Imperial. Classic woody vanilla quality. Oddly enough, I'm not really smelling like bourbon per se. I mean, there's like a lot of like kind of sweetness here, and actually, and the alcohol is quite clean too. It's not like fusel or anything like that. It's not like nail polish remover. Yeah, to me, it just smells like very chocolatey, very vanilla, kind of woody. As far as appearance, obviously, inky, black. It did have the foam come up to the rim when I poured it, but I mean, it always takes me. It feels like forever to get set up, but taking the picture and all that stuff, it died down. But all right, so good looking beer, good smelling beer. Is it going to be a good tasting beer? Let's find out. Cheers. Yeah. I will say the first thing I noticed is that it's not quite as sweet as it smells. I'm definitely getting like a fruity kind of character. So like imagine just like all the super dark fruits like cherry, raisin, fake plum, almost like those Belgian kind of fruits, like as like a puree or some kind of concentrate or something like that. Black licorice, obviously. And then so like that's like you're getting the fruity, like the dark fruitiness up front. And then on the middle and towards the back, you're getting the wood, the vanilla. And then as it finishes, and you get it leaves the kind of bourbon, the bourbon barrel character in the aftertaste. Yeah, it has like this, like almost like a cherry cordial kind of flavor, like a chocolate covered cherry. I do notice now that like the hops are starting to come out a little, even though I'm just a few sips into this. So yeah, there is like I'll probably go like a spicy or floral kind of hop flavor. Pretty. I mean, you got what 14 something percent ABV here, 14.3. You're gonna need a lot of malt to get that high of an alcohol. So if you have a lot of malt, you're gonna need a lot of hops to balance it out. So it's not just a cloying, sticky mess. Bourbon itself is a little more subtle than it usually is. I mean, that bourbon is what accounts for like the vanilla flavor, although well it's the bourbon and the wood. Like they don't blend the beer with bourbon. It's just like whatever residual bourbon soaked up by the wood. That's the flavor you get, and it tends to boost the alcohol like a little. Full bodied for sure. I would call it pretty soft. I call it like medium low carbonation, real smooth. Alcohol is there. It's noticeable, but it's like a real clean, tame alcohol. Like it definitely warms the throat. It's all kind of like like if you're getting chili pepper or something like that, where you have like a heat in the throat afterwards. It's not quite to that extent, but it's strong. Like this is not a beer for the faint of heart. Yeah. So to me, this tastes as good as any other vintage, and I think it's drinking really great fresh. This bottle just went on sale a week ago, and I don't see any reason to cellar it. I'm not sure what would entirely be gained from cellaring it, other than just maybe the alcohol would be a little tamer, but it's pretty tame right now. Yeah, so like fudge, dark fruits, toasted almonds, woody character, vanilla. Nice, thick, full, comfortable, soft mouthfeel. Strong but tame alcohol. You know, it's a big teddy bear as far as the alcohol goes. I'm going to have no trouble finishing this. First of all, I have to say, I'm not really sure what Darwin is complaining about, because to me, this seems as good as, you know, any other year. I mean, I'm not like one of these super hardcore Goose Island nerds that knows how like every single year tastes relative to every other year. I have it every year, and to me, it's never let me down. Except I think like the first time I had it, in like way back in 2009 or 10, I wasn't like too crazy about it. But anyway, you know, so for better or for worse, I'm saying like this is just as good as any other year. So as far as score for the 2022 Goose Island Bourbon County Brand Stout, you know, I'm gonna go pretty high. I'm gonna go 4.5. I don't think it's quite a 5.0 beer. I could probably even go 4.75. Sure. And I think like the only reason I'm not giving it a perfect 5 is because I've had it every year for like the last 10 years. So I know what to expect. So it doesn't really blow my mind anymore because the taste is very, very similar year to year. It doesn't really deviate all that much. Now the special variations like the biscotti or the cola or the, you know, rye whiskey barrel, whatever it is, like those would have different flavors to them. I'd love to try one of those, but they're like $20, $30 a bottle. So maybe we should start a Patreon and you guys can chip in and then I'll buy one and to review. So anyway, if you watched all the way in, you're awesome. Thanks for watching, and I will see you guys probably tomorrow. All right, bye.